Formula 2023. A good start initially from the front of the grid for Tomoki Najiri, a good one from Toshiki Oyu. He managed to charge his way through to second position. Liam Lawson held his nerve. There was a little bit of contact further back though, as Yui Sekiguchi pummeled into the side of Kenta Yamashita, with Kamui Kobayashi suffering damage. There were problems for Sena Sekiguchi. He didn't get away, and then Tadasuke Nakano going over the top nearly of Shotsuboi's Ingying. The whole team out within the first 2 laps of racing. Safety car came out to repair the debris and remove it from the front corner. But Liam Lawson was a man on a mission right from the outset. Not to be intimidated by Toshiki Oyu, or indeed Ritamo Miyata, both drivers challenging Liam Lawson's fight for second place. Lawson would not give best to Toshiki Oyu. A rude awakening as the rookie came straight up to fight for his first victory in his first attempt. And he absolutely stormed the regular contenders at the front end of the field. There were great battles all the way through the field though, as TGM Grand Prix saw a bit of a resurgence from Toshiki Oyu. The teammates in Impel would battle for most of the race until Yui Sekiguchi would end up with a penalty for his part in the incident at turn 1. Tomoki Najiri did his best to handle Liam Lawson, but the undercut was always going to favour the Kiwi over the 2-time Super Formula champion. And with big speed and big confidence, Liam Lawson ran round the outside of his Team Mugen teammate to take the lead and the first rookie victory for nearly half a century. Ryo Hirakawa fought his way forward though to battle away with Toshiki Oyu and Ritamo Miyata, and he managed to get his way into third in the closing stages. Miyata was the one who came in and hoped to try and springboard the Mugens, but neither he nor Ryo Hirakawa could leapfrog them after their pit stop. It was always going to be a tough battle, and eventually Ritamo Miyata losing out to Naoki Yamamoto. The podium gone for the Vantolin Team Tom's car, as Naoki Yamamoto and Ryo Hirakawa made good work of him, and Hirakawa managing to get into the podium. Then the contact that ended the race. Niro Fukuzumi and Giuliano Alesi, too close for comfort, and 2 points finishes absolutely gone. The safety car came out, and sadly the debris was too much. Liam Lawson taking his first win and his first attempt, the first rookie to do so this century, and the first rookie to do so in Super Formula for nearly half a century. Race 2 at Fuji Speedway in Super Formula 2023 really was a spectacular fight from the get-go. Toshiki Oyu desperately trying to get past Tomoki Najiri down to the first corner. Certainly got alongside him, wasn't able to make good use of it. But the battles raged nice and early. Liam Lawson dropping back to 6th position. Miyata, Tsuboi and Yamashita taking full advantage. But Toshiki Oyu's move on Tomoki Najiri to take the lead, absolutely spectacular. The safety car came out as Kakunoshi Notta tangled with Giuliano Alesi. And Alesi in the Tom's Toyota was out on the first corner. The safety car came out, which triggered absolute chaos. 20 of the 21 remaining drivers came into the pits on the same lap, which gave Ryo Hirakawa a chance to fight back after a 10-second that he had to serve in the first 10 minutes. Toshiki Oyu having to serve a bit of a slow pit stop, giving Tomoki Najiri the chance to leapfrog him, and that is what turned the tables between the two. Toshiki Oyu fought back on the restart, but this lockup would lead to a slow puncture in the closing stages, and despite getting past Najiri initially, he couldn't sustain it, and he was just on a one-way trip backwards down the field. First it was Shotsuboi that took advantage, then Kenta Yamashita had his battles, and on Yamashita's comeback to the world of racing, having had an injury pre-season, that moment was the only black spot on Yamashita's entire race. Liam Lawson tried his best to take him back, but Yamashita was not prepared to give away a podium and showed Lawson who was boss. Some great battles all the way through. Yamashita had to deal with Lawson later again. Lawson got him, but by that point it had emerged that Lawson was going to take a 5-second penalty for holding up the field on the way into the pits. Lawson got his move on Toshiki Oyu, but then the penalty information relayed back to the Team Mugen driver. Sadly, at this point, Toshiki Oyu's race was just falling by the wayside as first Kenta Yamashita and then Ritamo Miyata took him on. The flat spot and the slow puncture costing Toshiki Oyu dear, and any chance of a podium or even points was long gone. It would be a similar story for Ryo Hirakawa. He would make his final pit stop on lap 39 with just 2 to go. Unfortunately, the wheel not tightened up and his race was over. So the checkered flag was being prepared for the man who was the king of the roost in Super Formula as Ryo Hirakawa parked it up on the sidelines. His main rival of last year and the king of Super Formula returned to the top as Tomoki Najiri took his 9th win and significantly, probably his most important of his career. Tomoki Najiri is back and a winner again.